are. This is a unnumbered side quest because it's been so long that I don't remember what number this is. But we're here on a side
Cycle
quest.
8. The party has decided to take a bit of a break after exiting the Feywild, as it's about lunchtime anyway. But Silk and Elacan are restless. It's been a while since you've done a good bit of exploring, so why not? You have nowhere to be, no active stresses on your back. Besides, some of you need a good distraction. The forest around you isn't exactly too thick, it's just maze-like. The same in every direction, but it's worth a shot. A nice way to use some much-needed downtime. You may choose a direction now, north, east, south, or west.
What are you feeling, man?
Hold on. I gotta think really hard what my soul thinks, man.
Okay. Alright, take your time.
Some voice knocked on my door and told me that we need to go west.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys are starting to head west. You say goodbye to the party. And you begin to dip through empty trees in a maze of bush. The space is a little bit more manageable, the pine needles coating the earth like a blanket. It's easier than the other forests you've been through, that's for sure. The ground is soft, which is a nice change. It even leaves a nice breadcrumb trail of footprints for you, easy to find your way back.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
What are we looking for? Just anything?
I don't know.
Somewhere quiet.
Yeah, I just needed to get away from those guys for a minute. They're really not taking any of this seriously, and it's kind of driving me insane.
I don't know. The lab, we're out of the Feywild. I don't know that place enough to feel safe there.
I know that place too well to feel safe there. Anyway, that's not important. Let's just go. Hopefully we'll find something nice. I don't know.
Yeah. At least somewhere we can smoke.
Yeah, true.
Though it's easier to cover ground here, it's all the same. Every direction almost indistinguishable from each other. It would be easy to go in circles here. Hey guys, it's your first roll.
Oh no.
It's not saving, right? It's not saving.
No, it's not.
Oh my god.
Okay.
No, it's survival because otherwise you guys are gonna go in circles for the next few hours.
Oh.
Oh god. 21.
21.
21.
Unfortunately, I have just rolled in that one.
It takes many hours to wander across something, mainly because every time Silk tries to go off in a direction and they check and walk for about 5 minutes, they turn behind them. Elacan has disappeared.
Oh.
And it takes Silk another 5 minutes to go back and find Elacan again. Or even 10 minutes if they've begun walking off somewhere else because they got distracted. After a total of about 6 hours...
Oh my god!
You wander across something. A crumbling structure, which once might have been a church, though certainly not anymore. All that stands now are the foundations, 2 walls, and the paved courtyard. Some of the bricks of the walls and foundations are charred, but the inner stands untouched.
We may as well check it out. We've been walking for 6 hours?
So, listen, you know I have a really bad sense of direction. I'm doing my best.
We can at least find somewhere in this thing to sit down.
Yeah.
As you guys get closer, you see the inside. You see into the courtyard. It's beautiful in some strange way. The garden of flowers, which you're sure would have been so tame at some point, has begun to climb up the walls, spreading through the tiles. Within the garden, among the broken benches and old bird baths, stand 2 statues. 2 brass women standing shoulder to shoulder. They hold their hands open and close to their downturned faces, as if drinking from the heels of their palms. Their faces have been eroded away by something unknown, the metal polished on their palms, fingertips, and where their eyes should have been. Their clothes are of an older era, cloaked in hoods with strange patterning.
Whoa.
Huh.
This is nice, weirdly. As much as I wanted to say it's nice, I also do not trust it. It's too nice to be.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty.
There are, their old pews at the back.
Let's just sit down. What's the worst that can happen? We fall into a hole.
I feel like saying what's the worst that could happen, considering all of the situations that we've somehow found ourselves in, is a bad idea. Let's just. This is gonna be fun.
What's the best that can happen? We find apples.
Oh, apples, wild apples here. That would be fucking awesome. Don't even say that to me.
Finn, before we sit down, can I roll investigation?
On the pews or on anything else?
I just on the pews to see how strong they are. They will hold us and won't crumble.
Yeah, you can.
That's a 12.
The pews are kind of they're damaged in the middle. Like they're a bit worn in the middle. But if you sat on the ends or something, it would be fine.
Okay, I'm gonna sit down.
I'm also gonna sit down next to them.
You guys are just calmly sitting down.
I probably have pulled out 2 cigarettes.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
Okay. But I got a very important question. Are you do you have 2 separate cigarettes or are you sharing one?
We can share.
We can save some. I only have some cigarettes that I stole from that guy.
Exactly. We have limited resources.
You guys can just sit there for a while, calmly. Just enjoying life, having a nice little rest. But the statues do catch your eye.
They're very pretty.
I'm
know who-
gonna stand up and go look and see if there's any information written at them, or if there's any details that we missed from looking afar.
Okay. There's a plaque at their feet, the largest text in language none of you understand. The characters look similar, though you're not sure from where.
I speak a lot of languages.
It is not a language that you understand. You recognize some of the letters, though you're not sure from where.
Okay.
There seems to be a translation underneath in Sylvan, though. The 2 mothers.
That's convenient.
That's convenient.
I'm getting up now. I'm gonna have a closer look because I see Elacan staring at them, and I notice that there's I can see Sylvan letters on the things.
Can I roll history to see if I know anything about this at all? That's a 3.
You have absolutely no clue where these are from. You have never seen them before in your life.
Can I have a look?
Yes.
Yay! Can I roll for the statues, not the lore? That's
Okay,
just
yes.
statues. Was that history? I think that's a 22.
Yes, it is history.
Yay! 22.
These statues, you haven't seen anything quite like it, but you've seen kind of similar ones that used to be in Erist.
They look similar. They look like ones I saw in Erist. I mean, I don't know if they're the same people, but they're definitely similar.
Oh.
I don't. That could mean we're close by to Erist, or it could just mean maybe they're. I mean, I can't really tell by this forest, but it looks slightly similar to the one near Eris, but the one near Eris is just as confusing, so.
Yeah.
Can I roll for the history? I'm gonna roll with that one. That's gonna be great.
Okay, yes.
That's a 15.
Okay. It takes you quite a bit to like remember. You have to really go and dig through your memory, but eventually eventually you figure out where you've seen the lettering on the main text on the plaque. I cannot fucking speak today. It's the same as the one that was on the tree that Vance showed you.
I can't read the lettering, but it looks familiar. Like, it kind of, I swear it looks like the lettering on that tree where we up the top where Vance took us. Because I remember having a closer look at that because it was like right in our view and I was interested what it said, and it looks very similar. Maybe it could mean it's like a Fey language or something, but I don't know.
Maybe. I feel like if it were a Fey language, I would know. You're right. I think you're right, though. But I think these are the only two places I've ever seen this language, so.
Yeah, I'm not like familiar with it. I don't even recognize the letters, and a lot of languages share the same letters, so.
Yeah, me neither. That's weird.
Yeah.
Is there anything else specifically you want to do with the statues?
Question. I want me to roll again, but you said their hands are like holding out.
Yeah.
Is there anything in their hands, like any liquid, or are they empty?
It's empty.
Okay.
But the entirety of their palm and their fingertips are like, have you ever seen like an old brass statue where the I don't know, maybe a statue has been touched so much that like it's kind of been polished to almost like a gold?
Do you think I could climb up and sit on their hands? I want to sit on their hands.
That might not
Like
be the
I'm sitting.
best idea.
I'm just gonna put it out there. These statues they're not like large statues. They're like life size.
Yeah, I can sit in it. I'm kidding.
I probably could, but I don't think you can.
Can I hold its hands?
Yeah,
I want to
was
hold
gonna
its
say the
hand.
same thing. I was gonna reach up and touch
Did
it too.
You just want to like reach out and like, I don't know.
on top of the hand.
Yeah.
Okay. As you reach your hand out and place your hand on the quote unquote mother's like hands, a slow ticking begins.
Fuck.
Oh, oh no.
Uh,
Oh no.
no.
I'm gonna pull my hand back immediately.
The statues begin to move.
Oh, oh god.
Yeah, I'm backing away. I'm backing away.
Me too.
Almost undetectable at first, but slowly getting more obvious. They step off their plaques in unison. They open their mouths at the same time. The voice comes out of their mouths is not theirs, like a recording. It's in a language that you don't understand. Nor kalramons.
Huh? You know, when you said what's the worst that could happen, I didn't think this was gonna happen.
I mean, I don't speak this language, but I don't think it's a welcome.
No,
I
don't.
um
It's a question, one that demands to be answered as they take another step forward, jerking like marionettes off their strings. Nor kalramons.
what I don't understand. Do you speak any other language? Yes. Yes.
At your words, the statues separate, taking brass daggers from under their cloaks.
No.
Roll initiative.
No.
That's 16.
Okay.
That's a 17.
Hold on, I need
Silk and Ellie are like gripping each other in fear, like in tacky horror movies.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
I'm scared. I'm so scared. I don't.
totally unrelated question. Can I ask how much noise you're making right now?
We're probably both just like standing, holding each other. I don't.
Yeah.
Silk, can you make a Dex saving throw for me?
Fuck. Oh.
Don't do that.
I got a 10.
Still kind of squeals a little bit, and the first mother, or like the first statue, darts forward, darts forward, attempting to slash Silk with a dagger. That does not hit. That's a fucking 7. Elacan, it's your turn.
Are these sounds activated?
I mean, I
Do you want
assume
to
they
roll
are.
investigation for that?
It's a nat 1.
You are so fucking scared. You are just shivering in your boots. You are like... You are absolutely... Like, Elacan is absolutely, like, frozen in fear. They do not notice a single thing.
Oh, since in my heart I know that they're sound activated, but she wouldn't know, so I can't metagame. I'm gonna use my bonus action to use Bardic Inspiration on Silk, and then I'm going to cast Aid at the 2nd level, which raises Silk and I's max HP by 5.
How exactly do you give Silk Bardic Inspiration?
How
Do
the
you
fuck
just,
do
like,
you
tap
think I
along?
give Silk Bardic Inspiration? I have to play the fucking instrument.
Can you roll a stealth check for me?
Oh, fuck my shit life. I got a 19.
And Aid is like a mandolin one as well, right?
Yes. Yep. All of my
Okay.
spells are musical spell casting.
And how scared poor Elacan is, she whips out her mandolin and with trembling hands slowly plucks like 3 of the strings, giving Silk Bardic Inspiration and, you know, casting Aid on both of them.
My turn. Guess what I'm gonna do?
Chaos Bolt!
Yes! Okay, let me roll the hit. I'm gonna roll a fucking 1. That's 16. Does that hit?
Yes, it does. Which one do you want to fire it at?
The first mother. The
Yeah.
one that's closest to me.
Okay.
11 force damage.
The second mother attempts to throw her dagger at Silk. Hey buddy, does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Well, the second mother throws her dagger in Silk's direction, but instead of properly sinking in, it only nicks the surface. It only nicks the surface of Silk's shoulder, doing a singular piercing damage.
Oh,
They need to learn how to throw. That just they didn't even hit me with the sharp end. They just hit me with the other end. Ow!
The first mother tries to make an attack on Silk again. Okay, that just barely hits. This time the first mother doesn't miss and does a solid 4 damage.
Ow!
Slashing at Silk's shoulder.
Jeez.
Christ.
Okay, Elacan, it's your turn.
I'm assuming since I'm right next to Silk and this fucking freak is right up on Silk because she just slashed at them. We're very close, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to ram into it using my horns.
Okay.
Oh, God bless, that's a 19.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
That's a 5.
Yeah, that'll be on the first mother because they're the closest. The other one is still like by their stand. Silk, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to use my spear. Can I like pull out my spear and like try and like run around and like hit it in the back? Like just straight up like hit it in the back, trying to knock it over?
Okay.
The first one.
Yep.
Okay. That's 15. Does a 15 hit?
It does.
Okay. That's 5.
As you try to stab the statue, your spear simply just like skims off the side. But it does leave a dent. So it only does 3 damage compared to 5.
Oh, fuck off.
As like the first mother is rammed into, the second mother dashes over. Elacan, can you roll a dex saving throw?
Oh, yeah, sure. That is a 14.
The second mother, the statue, darts over and kind of like pauses for a moment, like pretty much breathing down the side of Elacan's neck. It's like there's like a very tense moment of complete silence before the second mother grabs Elacan by the throat. Squeezing really hard, digging her fingers in, picking her up like fully off the ground, and then throwing her. And as Elacan's throat is being like gripped, there's like this incredible, like her fingers are incredibly cold. That does 3 cold damage. Oh my god!
She's too stunned to speak. She's just kind of like slumped over on the ground right now. She's. Oh my god. She's terrified.
Okay, so now I'm gonna get stabbed by this first mother.
Yeah! The first mother, like, mind you, your spear has kind of like skimmed off to the side, so it's kind of like pointing out beside her. She grabs the spear, with Silk still attached to the end of it, telling both Silk and the spear, over to her front, like in front of her, rather than behind. Again, slamming Silk to the floor. That does 2 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Oh god, I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do. Can I try to cast command on the mother that's closest to us?
Well, the mother that's closest to you is the second one, but the one that's closest to Silk is the first one. Mind you, you were in 2 different spots now.
Okay, I'm gonna cast it on the one that's closest to Silk.
Okay.
The target has to succeed on a wisdom save.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. Does a 17 pass?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, buddy. I forgot to mention, the second mother, can't make another attack for 2 turns.
I'm gonna for the first one. The number 1. So that's a con save.
That is a 10.
Okay. I'm gonna deafen it.
Okay. As like Silk is like thrown over and onto the floor. They cast Deafen, which deafens the first mother, who lets out like this horrible, horrible shriek as they find that they cannot hear themselves or hear anything. They are pretty much rendered with no senses. Elacan, it is your turn again.
I'm gonna use my turn to, like, move away as far as my walking speed, which is 35. And as I'm doing that, I'm gonna kind of motion to Silk to do the same thing.
Okay.
I will cast Dissonant Whispers. Okay, I'm gonna do it on the second one. They need to make a wisdom save.
That's a 2!
Beautiful! Okay. Oh,
Beautiful.
where's my d6? That's 13 damage. 13 psychic damage. Also, if possible, it must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far away as its speed allows from me.
The second mother also screams. The shrieks of both mothers creating this like horrible like synced cacophony.
Ow.
Fucking awful.
The second mother takes a solid like 5 jerky steps back.
My turn.
It is your turn.
Okay. Can I use Tilt Up on it? Actually, no. Use Ray of Sickness on it. I make an attack, and if it hits, it takes 2d8 poison damage and makes a con save, and if it fails, it's poisoned until the end of its next turn. That's a 17.
Okay. Yes, that does hit. You can roll to hit.
That's 9 poison
Okay.
damage.
Okay. That's a 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when it's poisoned, it has disadvantage on attack and ability checks.
Is that on the first mother or the second mother? Like, is
Is
that on the one closest or the one like further away?
the first mother? I'm gonna run over to where Elacan is, but I'll be slightly closer because I think mine's 25.
Is there anything the first mother can do to get out of like deafened?
That will be immediately undeafened because I broke my concentration to cast a spell.
Okay. The second mother still can't attack, so I'm just gonna leave that alone for now. And also, they don't have their dagger, I'm gonna remind you, because they threw it and kind of missed, so... Okay, the first mother doesn't do anything. The first mother doesn't, like, kind of like... It stops shrieking, but is completely disorientated. Again... Can both of you make a dex save now?
I just rolled a 21.
21.
21.
I rolled a 17.
It goes dead silent. Both statues like completely still, turning their heads to and fro to try and catch any sense of sound. Both Elacan and Silk hold their breath, and the mothers do not hear them. Elacan, it is now your turn.
Okay. Can I ask how close the two mothers are to each other?
16 feet.
I'm finally, after 17 sessions, going to cast Shatter.
Okay.
I'm gonna target it at the second mother.
Okay.
Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on the point. I'm just gonna center it right on fucking top of her. I have to make a Constitution save, but constructs have disadvantage on the save.
Fuck.
And it's a sudden loud ringing noise, so I assume the sound will get both of their attention over the sound of me strumming my mandolin.
That was an 8 and a 2.
Okay, yep, that's
You're
3d8
no-
thunder damage. Let me just roll that really quick. That's 8 plus 6 plus 4. That's an 8. That's 18 thunder damage.
Elacan casts Shatter, which makes like an incredibly loud noise, which not only like draws this horrible, horrible, blood-curdling scream from the second mother, but also attracts the first mother's attention, who also screams.
I hate that sound. I hate it.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna use Chill Touch. Let me roll. Okay, that's 24.
And you want to do it on the first mother?
Yes.
Okay.
1d8 neurotic damage. That's 7. Until the hand clings to the target. So like, there's like a hand holding the target until its next turn. Wild Magic Surge just went off.
Oh. Okay, well that's more important. I wanna know what that does.
I gain resistance to all damage for the next minute.
Yay!
The second mother, enraged by all that's happened, sprints over. Hey gang, you're gonna get real used to this pretty soon. Can you make another deck save?
Yes, I suppose.
I got a 16.
3.
Both of you fail. Elacan just barely, but Silk's good. The second mother is still unarmed, so she resorts to trying to grab Silk instead. Again, like grabbing Silk roughly and like throwing her to the floor. Oh my god.
What?
That's not a bad thing. I just rolled a natural 1. So she doesn't pick Silk up. The second mother's hands like are thrown out, like trying to grab Silk's like head or neck or something close to that, but completely miss. Okay, the first mother quickly follows the second mother, both standing on either sides of where you are currently. Elacan, nearly, just barely, tries to slip out of the situation unscathed, but is caught by the first mother. The first mother, mind you, is still armed, and they try to stab Elacan and successfully grab her with one hand and stab with the other, doing 4 piercing.
Well, it's your turn.
Speaking of which, yeah.
I think, which one just got me? It was the first mother, right?
Yeah. Well, she's literally holding on to you.
Oh, okay, so I'm just gonna, like, throw my head in and try to ram my horns into her.
Okay. Go ahead.
Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does hit.
That's
okay.
4 damage.
Elacan, in, panic kind of fight or flight mode, jumps up and headbutts the first mother straight in the middle of the forehead, doing 4 bludgeoning damage? Was it bludgeoning?
It's just unspecified.
It's just damage.
It's just damage.
Okay, it's my turn.
Okay, go.
I'm gonna cast Chaos Spell. I'm gonna cast it as a twin spell, which means I can attack both of them.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay.
And I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos, which means I get advantage on this.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Okay, that's 17.
Yep, that hit.
Yay! 17 lightning damage
Far out. Okay.
on each of them. When I use Tides of Chaos, I have to roll on the table.
Okay.
Let's hope I'm just lucky again. I learn a random first level spell.
Oh.
Should I go to the sorcerer spell list and then just click on a random one with my eyes closed?
Yep.
Oh god.
Okay.
Is that permanent or is that just like for like an hour or something?
It just says I learn it, so I think it's permanent.
Hey.
Thunderwave.
God damn. Hey, Silk.
Yeah?
So about that dick save.
Dick save? Okay. That is 17.
Oh my god. Okay. The second mother is like kind of like searching with her hands trying to find Silk. And Silk just kind of like holds her breath. And kind of like slowly leans away. And again, there is another moment where it is just like the second mother and Silk are face to face. Silk absolutely silent for like a good 30 seconds, and just as like Silk feels like their lungs are gonna give, like maybe not 30 seconds, but like maybe a full minute, and as Silk feels like her lungs are about to burst, the second mother takes a few steps back, turning around in the opposite direction to try and find where Silk is gone.
Is she
That was
still
the
holding
second
on to
mother's
me,
turn.
or did she let go of me when I hit her?
She's like let go just a tiny, she's kind of like her hand is kind of like still kind of over your shoulder, but she has let go.
Okay.
It is now the first mother's turn, who's on Elacan. The first mother is like kind of jolts back and is stunned for like a good maybe 30 seconds before they like try and grab Elacan again.
Elacan!
Do you think they would? Like, do you think you'd have to do a dex save, like, to duck out of the way?
I will say that she is really, really nimble. That's kind of her thing, but I can still roll.
Okay. Yeah.
That is a 18.
The first mother goes to try and stab Elacan again, but Elacan, like, dips and ducks under the mother's arm and out back into the courtyard. You're currently, like, free from the first mother, Elacan. It is your turn.
Beautiful. I'm trying to save. Okay, I'm just gonna I'm gonna do vicious mockery on the first mother.
There's a 12 hit.
My spell save DC is 14.
Hey, okay.
I'm gonna whip out my stupid little mandolin. That shit's already out. Who am I kidding? And I'm gonna say, you're ugly and you're old and nobody fucking wants you anymore and you have no face and I think that's stupid. And you can't even fucking hit us with a fucking dagger. You're a loser. That's 3 psychic damage.
The first mother kind of like crumples a little bit, like kind of doubles over and staggers a little bit, but she manages to stay on her feet. Silk, it is your turn.
Can I use chill touch on the first mother? Okay, that's 15. Does a 15 hit?
It does.
Yay! Okay. That's 7.
Girl is not surviving. Like, Silk casts Chill Touch, and it like the hat, like this massive like kind of blue hand, like translucent blue hand, like wraps around the first mother, slowly bringing her to her knees before falling over dead.
Can I please re-roll Wild Magic Surge, please? Please? Because I rolled a 10 and this you cast Magic Missile as a 1st level spell. Actually, that doesn't say centered on myself.
Hey, wait a second.
Wait a second.
Wait.
Wait.
Stop.
Wait.
Okay. Let me roll to hit.
Please.
Does a 23 hit? Let me roll up some. I just like kill one and then I'm like, wait, you too, and I just like turn around.
I'm not done.
As Silk casts cold touch on the first mother, and the first mother crumples down in defeat and final death. Silk whips around. The second mother has Elacan in their clutches. Just as about as this mother is about to stab Elacan in their neck, 7 different magical darts shoot out of the air, all hitting the second mother like in the very base side of their neck. Their head chips straight off. They fall over like a literal statue, dead.
You bitch.
Both of you take a breath and eventually go and investigate the bodies. The ticking that has been like going on the entire time slowly comes to a stop, like a very final stop. You look at the second mother's body. The entirety of the inside is made of clockwork, but they're hollow, but they're not empty. They have different items inside these.
Wait.
They both have some sort of yellowed paper inside, unfinished notebook pages from the looks of it, along with 2 necklaces. The necklaces are simple, a silver ring on a brass chain, but it's the paper that's intriguing. The pages have the same language as the plaque, written down with strange illustrations. There seems to be a few translations between Sylvan and this strange one, like someone was trying to learn the language. There are a few characters that are translated between Sylvan and this language, but the way they're ordered is rather strange, like a word made up of others. Bristopek.
What is this? I can't read this. I can't read Sylvan, and I can't read this stupid other language.
All I can read is Bristow Peak, and I don't know what that means.
Is that like the mountain we're going to?
Maybe, I don't know. We should probably hold on to these just in case. I can fold it up and put it in my notebook.
Sure. I don't mind. I'm gonna lose this anyways if I keep a hold of it.
Okay, I'm gonna fold up the pages and shove them between like the pages of my own notebook. Also, did you say there were 2 necklaces in these? Do we have matching necklaces now?
Friendship necklaces!
Yay!
I'm putting it. I don't care if it's cursed. I'm putting it on.
Yeah, I'm putting it on.
Nothing happens when you put it on. It's like a normal necklace.
This is beautiful. Oh, I'm so happy.
I'm so
We
happy.
have friendship necklaces now.
Yes!
A token of this horrible, horrible experience we had when we were just trying to have a nice moment. But you know what? It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
As you come to the edge of the courtyard again, you see the exact same footsteps, the trail of footsteps that are yours leading into this place.
If there's ones in the forest, that's not going to be very helpful, because that's like a 6-hour track rather than probably shorter. Wait! Question. The magic compasses we have, does it have to lead to a place or can it lead to a person?
It can lead to both.
We should use them to lead us to the others.
That is a great idea.
Silk's gonna just like pull out the compass and then does she have to like say it out loud?
No, but
Do I have to think?
you have to remember how to use it first of all.
Do I have to roll like an Arcania or something?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 20.
Far out. Okay. Silk pulls out their compass. And they make sure to place it. They make sure to place it in the very palm of their hand. Currently, it points to north, but it looks like south on where they're facing. They hold down a button on the side, and the little dial in the middle spins wildly before eventually pointing straight ahead.
Let's go. You may as well follow that. I mean, if fucking what's his name? I forgot his name. I feel really bad. I'm terrible with names.
Oh, Ezra.
If he was stressful enough, I'm sure this will take us where we need to go. So
I hope so. I don't know if I can take another 6 hours in the woods after that. I'm so tired.
I think we need to patch up a bit. So I feel like we should try and go the fastest way we can.
Yeah.
It only takes you 20 minutes to get back.
Of course.
As you guys are walking past, you keep finding that you keep walking across your own footprints. It looks like you've gone in multiple circles.
Yeah.
You guys finally, make it back to the party. The rest of the party's like confused as to where you've been for the past 7 hours? Yeah, you guys level up.
Yay! This is a
You are
beautiful
level
day.
4. Alright, this is where we're gonna end off. The party has stayed mostly in the same place. Except for Elacan and Silk, who have gone off. Were on a bit of an adventure, got a little bit sidetracked, and found themselves at a collapsed church where they found some strange statues. Statues which ended up actually being somewhat living or a threat, which they had a bit of a scrap with, in simple terms. After Elacan and Silk defeated them, they found in their brass weapons, their brass daggers, there were some strange papers, some strange pages, along with 2 simple necklaces that both Silk and Elacan are now wearing. The Silk decided, after all of this, that it'll just be better to use their compass to lead them, their magical compass, to lead them straight back to where the rest of the party is. They found it, in reality, it was simply only a 20-minute walk rather than a 6-hour one. Finding that they constantly come across their own footprints in the path back. And that is where we will end off until next session.
Yay!